Hey there, how are you? This is... Who am I? Who am I? Does anybody really know who they are? Hey, I'm Tom the Beer Whisperer. How the heck are you? Sam Adams, again, from the mix pack, their fall sampler. They're Dunkelweizen, so let's pour it. And then I will give you the particulars. Okie dokie. Let's give her a shot. I do like this style, so I'm hoping this is a good one. A little lighter in color. Looks like coming out of the bottle. Look at that color with me. A little lighter than many Dunkelweizens. Interesting aroma though. Nice ooze, as they say. I go into sometimes I just go into Yoda voice for no reason. Smells nice, it does. Tasty it is. I digress. That's interesting. Okay. Well, now that we've popped, poured, sniffed, and sipped, 5.1%, and 13 IBUs. Okay. History, according to Sam Adams' website, is a Dunkelweizen is a variation on the Weizen or wheat style that originated in Bavaria around the 15th century. Both Hefeweizens and Dunkelweizens, like my German voice there, not so good, but work with me, are often staples of southern German breweries' repertoires. Dunkel simply refers to the darkness on the beer derived from the malt, often smooth and rich with complex malt flavors. Dunkelweizen still carry the distinct flavors imparted from the yeast. Okay, that's what I'm getting here. They're common in traditional southern German wheat beers. This array of flavors ranges from clove, nutmeg, or tropical fruit and banana. The crisp cereal note of the wheat remains, making it a flavorful, refreshing beer. Alright, malt varieties, a whole bunch. Sam Adams 2-row pale, malted wheat, caramel, carapa, cara wheat. Hop varieties are Hallertau, Mittelfrüh, and Noble. I generally do like this style. I'm not sure how I feel about this one yet. It's early. One of the first times I had this style was back, oh gosh, 90, must have been about 98. I went to a little brew pub here in St. Louis, Missouri, called Morgan Street, had a sampler, and that one just knocked my socks off. This one isn't going to do that, although I don't find it terrible. And again, my taste buds have changed a lot over the years, and so is, you know, everybody's taste buds do change over the years, so. An interesting brew. I like the style, again, without beating a dead horse. It's one of those that's going to fall into the category for me in the with Sam Adams. Yeah, I like it. Am I disappointed in this 12-pack? No, not really, because it cost me $13. Again, $6.50 a 6-pack for quality craft beer now. And they're all good. They're all solid. There's just not one thing in any of those that are going to make me go, holy crap, I got to tell the world about this. But it is good, and it's drinkable. There's something to be said for solid. Oh, wow. The other day, Seamus had got tickets for his birthday from his Pill of the Costume to see a Cardinals game. So we went to a Cardinals game at Busch Stadium. It's the first time we'd gone to the new Busch Stadium. Look at that! Anyway, there was a friend meeting us there. So wife and Seamus went on to the stadium, and I waited outside for him. Anyway, there's a little pub right outside there called Patios, and I went in there. I actually had the parking lot we parked in gave you a ticket for a free beer, so I had an urban chestnut Schnickelfritz. Interesting. It's basically their Bavarian wheat, not a dark wheat, just a regular Bavarian wheat. It's nice. I am a fan of Urban Chestnut Brewery as a whole. Everything I have from them has been just fantastic. I don't drink a lot of wheats anymore. It's not a style that I'm exactly crazy about at the moment. But I found the beer extremely tasty and refreshing, and the main reason I had it was, well, one, it's Urban Chestnut, and two, it was really the only craft beer that they had. It was basically Bud Light, you know, it was really the only, you know, beer that stood out for me, so I wanted to try it. I did stop into another place and have a beer because I had some time to kill. Called Kilroy's, a very interesting place that has, you walk in there and there's various antiques and stuff, but they've got dirt bikes and stuff hanging from the rafters. It's like a, you know, like a motocross Fridays, you know. Anyway, I was talking to the bartender who happened to be, his family owns the place, I guess. And he was a young kid, probably mid to late 20s. Very friendly. He obviously knew it was my first time there. I had a beer and I inquired. There's a bottle of Tullamore back there, and there's only about this much left in the bottle. So I inquired about how much a shot went for, and he grabbed the bottle and he looked at how much was in there, and he kind of shook it up and down. He says, "Your first time here?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Well, shoot, how about $2? I was prepared for him to say, you know, $5, and, you know, I'll let you have the rest of the bottle. But he said $2, and still let me have the rest of the bottle. So he poured he poured it in a 2-ounce shot glass and filled it up. And I just kind of sipped that over about an hour while I waited. And there's another shot. So I had about 3 shots for $2. So that was definitely worth it. And why am I talking about that? Well, sometimes I just like to tell stories. But I was talking about the evolution of the bartender. Bartenders, 60s, 70s, 80s, when I started drinking, when I was legal to drink in the mid-80s. And then now, bartenders seem possibly more efficient now, but less friendly. And I think it's because it's kind of that churn and burn and churn mentality. You know, you get them in, you buy the drink, boom, boom, you're on to the next one. But it used to be back in the day that the bartender actually took time and talked to the customers. They knew who was new and who wasn't. And it seems I've been to a lot of places that seem to not recognize new faces. You know, it used to be when a new guy walked into a bar, you made sure you introduced, "Hey, I'm so and so. You know, welcome to wherever you are, and what can I get you?" And they were friendly about it. Many places now, it seems to be the trend is to ignore the hell out of you. It's like they have their core group of folks, and that's all they want. They don't want any more people, and it's a shame. That's why this guy, I believe his name was Arthur at Kilroy's. I doubt if he'll ever watch this, but if he does, you know, I mean, this is a place that I will remember. And it's a place that I will recommend. It's not a craft beer haven. It's right by the stadium. It's kind of a, you know, sports bar-ish. It's got a great atmosphere, though. You know, it's kind of one of those that you're going to have to drink the macros. One of those, you know, win and roam mentalities, if you're following me. But it is just a great atmosphere, very friendly. Arthur at Kilroy's, it is a place I will remember and recommend to everybody because it was just fun. As far as patios, I had pleasant experience there. I didn't necessarily talk to the bartender there mostly because I spent a lot of time walking around. Patios is kind of interesting because they've got sports memorabilia everywhere, mostly Cardinals because obviously it's not right next to Busch Stadium. But it's an interesting place. They've got this big, well, patio area, but the bar is set up like a they look like just big bay doors. You know, it's like it's a big garage that you walk into, and then then you keep walking in. There's obviously an older bar, and you go downstairs to a little basement area that's got some games. It's just a very interesting place to walk through. Both places I'd recommend to anybody visiting if you've never been to any place. Been to the places, but I'm having trouble speaking. Patios and Kilroy's and Arthur at Kilroy's. It just, it was a great place. And here we are, right? Okay, so we've talked for a few minutes, and this is what we're down to. I do like the style. This one, it's kind of leaving me with something I'm not exactly crazy about, to be honest with you. I'm not going to have another one for a while, so I'm going to kind of get my palate cleansed, and maybe a few days down the road here try it again to see if I have a different opinion of it. My initial opinion of it is I'm not really crazy about it. Then again, like I've said with most Sam Adams stuff, I don't hate it either. You know, I'm not going to let those bottles that I have go to waste in there. But you ever really wanted to like something and it didn't get there? Well, here you go. I really wanted to like this because I love the style. This one isn't dunkel enough for me. You know, the dunkel wheat. It's, you know, that's more amberish. I want a dunkel wheat to really go dunkel on me. You know what I'm saying? I want to be dunkled. Come on, dunkel me, baby, dunkel me. You know, give me the full dunkel. Let's go full dunkel. You know, this one didn't do that for me. But you give it a shot and let me know what you think. So far, I've tried the pumpkin, which, even though it's lighter than some pumpkins that are out there, I found it interesting. They call it pumpkin harvest ale, and I actually felt the spices more than I felt the pumpkin. I almost feel like they'd be better served just calling it their harvest or their fall seasonal ale rather than pumpkin, because I didn't feel a lot of pumpkin, which for me is good. I'm not crazy about a heavy pumpkin brew. I did enjoy the spices. I think a lot of people are going to be people that do like a heavy pumpkin ale and that are buying a pumpkin ale for that may feel a little misled. I got a burp coming out. Hold on. Oh, there we go. That's better. So let me show you the bottle one more time. The Dunkelweizen. I've got this little bit left. The Hazel Brown I tried too. Again, I didn't hate it, didn't love it, but it is good. It's solid and enjoyable. So. Also in this fall sampler, and I'm not exactly sure why it's considered a fall beer, is their Latitude 48 IPA. So I'm looking forward to giving that a shot and trying that with you very shortly. So anyway, here we go. Thanks, y'all. This time on the Beer Whisperer, you've been drinking with the Beer Whisperer, and I'm going to go away. But I'll be back.